Una mujer progre, sí, es mujer, aunque aparente lo contrario, que afirma ser contradictoriamente cristiana, defendía el que los hombres usen baños de mujeres. Él le hizo saber que eso es imponer y le dijo una realidad muy escondida de personas que tienen su preferencia. Ella se incomodó y lo verás en este video. En él verás al activista conservador Jesse Lee Peterson conversando con una progre acerca del uso de baños por género. Mira el video completo y dime qué opinas. Pero antes, si este tipo de contenido te gusta, suscríbete a nuestro canal. Tenemos la meta a mediano plazo de llegar a los 100,000 suscriptores. Sin mayor dilación, comencemos.
People are now in the mix. And they want, if a man feels like a woman, he wants to go into the woman's bathroom. If a woman feels like a man, they want to be able to go into the men's bathroom. Is that right? Should that be allowed?
I think that people should be able to use the bathroom that they want to use.
So you're saying yes, if a man decides that he feels like a woman, you know, he's at a football game, had a couple beers, and he said, you know what, I'm going into the ladies' bathroom. I feel like a woman right now. He should be able to go into that bathroom. He has a right.
I don't want to be combative, but I'm not going to answer questions that describe people in ways in which they're not. And somebody who is not just someone who feels like a woman on a particular day because they've had a few beers. I think that's disrespectful to people, and so I'm not going to describe people in a way that is not accurate because
so
I wouldn't want
people to describe me. So let's say that you have men who feel like women and they're dressing in women's clothing. They have identified as a full-fledged person. Should they be allowed to go into the bathroom of choice?
If I am a person who is and I feel more comfortable and I feel more safe using whichever bathroom, then I should be able to use that bathroom.
And so the straight person doesn't have a choice in that, or say so. If they don't want that because they feel imposed upon, or let's say that my daughter is going into the women's bathroom, but here is a man who feels like a woman going into that same bathroom, do I have a right to say, no, this is not going to happen for the protection and the privacy of my daughter?
Your daughter has already used
the
bathroom.
Not the answer that question. Should that be allowed if I'm against that for my daughter?
Your daughter, and the thing is, in order for me to answer questions, you can't interrupt me. And I know that's been tough for you throughout this, but like I can't answer your questions if you interrupt me when I'm answering them. I don't know what your daughter does in the bathroom, but when I go to the bathroom, I have to pee or something else. And so I go into the bathroom, I go into the stall, I shut the door. And so what I'm doing in the bathroom isn't imposing on anyone else. It's taking care of my bodily function.
If it's a man who dressed like a woman and my daughter is in that bathroom, this man, he may have in his own mind think that he's a woman when in reality he's still a man. I have a right to say, no, I'm not going to allow this to happen. And the person doesn't have a right to impose on that. Because that's what the radical movement is about, is freedom, right? And non-discrimination.
For the third time, I don't know what a radical is.
Should people be fighting for bathrooms rather than imposing on straight people?
Should black people be fighting for black bathrooms?
It's not the same thing.
But
it's a put down to associate being black with homophobia.
Well,
it's a disgrace to black people who have died, black and whites who have fought for the freedom of black Americans based on skin color.
It's
a put down to do that.
One of the great African American, one of my great role models, Audre Lorde, said something to the impact of, there's no such thing as single issue struggles because we're not single issue people.
It's not a sin to be black, but it is a sin to be, because you can overcome
in your opinion,
but you cannot overcome being black. Just ask Michael Jackson; he never was able to overcome.
I don't think that most people are actually trying to overcome. And I think if we're actually looking at what these laws do, they are about so much more than bathrooms. It's about denying people public access. It's about jobs. It's about employment discrimination. It's about
None of
so
that
much.
is true.
It is true.
What it is, in reality, people, especially the radical ones, are not comfortable with being, and they don't want anything or anybody around them to remind them that they're wrong. And so that's why they're trying to impose themselves on Christian bakers and same bathroom. Because they can't handle being wrong.
Are you?
No, but all sin create conflict.
But hold on. But if you're not, well, then you can't speak for a group of people.
I know what sin does for you. It creates conflict.
But you can't. I feel great being.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I feel fantastic.
You really don't.
I feel fantastic. I've had a smile on my face the whole time. I might be happier than you. I'm young. I'm successful. I own a home. I found somebody I love. I have a great degree. I feel great. I've in no way. I have not felt like I need to overcome anything.
The one thing I can absolutely guarantee you, with all the successes that you've been able to gain, when you're alone by yourself, when no one is around to validate you, you're not being praised for your successes, reality kicks in, and you have conflict about being, you're not happy with it.
La mayoría de personas se sienten más cómodas usando el baño cuando saben que solo hay personas del mismo género presente. Esto puede ser especialmente importante para personas que están menstruando, se depilan o tienen otras necesidades de privacidad. Algunas personas, especialmente mujeres y niños, se sienten más seguras usando baños designados para su género. Esto se debe a que, lamentablemente, los baños públicos pueden ser lugares donde se produce acoso y agresiones. Los baños por género pueden ayudar a disuadir a los violines y crear un ambiente más seguro para las personas vulnerables. Algunas personas simplemente se sienten más cómodas usando el baño con personas del mismo género. Esto puede deberse a razones culturales, sociales o personales. Por ejemplo, algunas personas pueden sentirse avergonzadas de usar el baño frente a personas del género opuesto, o pueden preferir usar el baño con personas con las que comparten normas y valores similares. En muchas culturas, el uso de baños por género es la norma social. Esto significa que las personas esperan usar baños designados para su género, y puede ser considerado extraño o incluso ofensivo usar un baño del género opuesto. La segregación por género en los baños puede disuadir a aquellos que buscan aprovecharse de personas vulnerables. Al limitar el acceso de posibles violines a los baños designados para un género específico, se reducen las oportunidades para que estos individuos actúen y se protege a los usuarios del baño, especialmente a aquellos que puedan ser más susceptibles como mujeres y niños. Más allá de la seguridad real, la presencia de baños separados por género también puede promover un sentido de seguridad percibida entre los usuarios. Saber que están utilizando un baño reservado para su género puede brindarles tranquilidad y confort psicológico, lo que contribuye a una experiencia más positiva y libre de estrés al utilizar instalaciones públicas. En caso de que ocurra, supongamos, alguna situación de acoso en un baño público, la segregación por género puede facilitar la identificación del violín y la intervención oportuna por parte de otros usuarios o personal de seguridad. Esto se debe a que los baños separados por género permiten una mejor delimitación de quién debería o no debería estar en cada espacio, lo que facilita la identificación de comportamientos sospechosos o inapropiados. ¿Y tú qué opinas? Déjamelo saber en los comentarios. Y aquí culmina este video. Si te gustó, dale like, comenta el video y compártelo. Gracias, hasta luego.